Hello, my name is Amanda Nairn, and this is my presentation over the Precede Proceed framework. What is Precede Proceed? Precede Proceed is a planning framework that acts as a guide for analyzing the issues involved and choosing both the most likely areas to address and the most likely avenues to address them. Originally developed for use primarily in public health, this framework can be applied in the community issues as well. Precede and Proceed are both acronyms. Precede stands for predisposing, reinforcing, and enabling constructs in educational and environmental diagnosis and evaluation. Proceed stands for policy, regulatory, and organizational constructs in educational and environmental development. This framework is made up of 8 phases. Phases 1 through 4 make up the Precede portion, and phases 5 through 8 make up the Proceed portion. Strengths of this framework include that this framework provides a structure for planning and intervention. This is helpful as you will form a clear picture of your goal. Another strength is that it is structured as a participatory model, so that way it incorporates the ideas and help from the community. So you're really targeting the issues and getting the input from the community that you're going to be affecting. It is also very thorough, as in covers planning, implementation, and evaluation steps. Weaknesses of this program include that it's a strict framework. While it's flexible in terms of resources used in planning how you will meet your goal, it demands a complete and full process within the phases. This framework tells you exactly what to do. If some part of the model isn't appropriate for your setting or your circumstances, you'll have to realize that and change it to fit, or you can risk a problem. Lessons learned. I learned that program planning is not as easy as it sounds. This framework is very detailed and showed how many different components and steps are involved. I also learned to be realistic. Using this framework proved that you must be realistic about the outcome that you're trying to achieve and include and consider the resources you have to meet that goal within your time frame. And also take your time. You really need to give it great thought to what you are trying to achieve. You need to ask, is it for the greater good? What impact am I trying to make within my community? Challenges, what worked? Precede was very easy to comply to in each of the phases of 1 through 4. What didn't work? The time frame for completing my goal was unrealistic with the amount of funding I had to use over the 2-year time frame. My goal was a bit ambitious for the time frame, and trying to fit that goal into this framework was difficult. And through this process, I could see issues with the sustainability after funding was gone. And just my thoughts on this. Personally, I was very intimidated by this framework. It is very detailed and does not leave much room for leeway or deviation from the phases. If I was to use this framework again, it would definitely take my time so I could better plan for the resources I have, and that way I can achieve a more attainable goal within the given time frame. And here's my references.